the veteran, Jason Sanders, ready to get us started. And off we go from South Florida. Jalen Darden now to return it. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. The tight end Fant in motion. On 2nd down, Smith. Connecting with the tight end. That's Fant. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect.
And he will go all the way. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Seahawks. Terrific way to start this one, Greg, on the opening drive. Getting the ball in the air, down the field, and into the end zone for 6.
We wondered all week, Mike, if this secondary would get tested, especially as the game progressed. Well, we didn't have to wait very long. I mean, a big play early, and we got ourselves a 6-0 ball game.
Smith and the Seahawks will go for 2 here. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kendall Fuller.
That decision to go for 2 was made up from the very beginning. The moment they scored, you could see the head coach. He's signaling, we're going for 2. The touchdown was obviously a disappointing outcome defensively, but to able to get that stop, they can at least come off the field and catch their breath.
So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. And no chance to return this one. End zone for a touchback. They'll motion the tight end Smith. Opening carry of the game for the speedster, Devon A-Chain. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Big Leonard Williams brings him down. Here's 2nd and 9. Once again, it's A-Chain. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down. From the gun, here's Tua. He's going to air this one out, looking for Hill. And he will score. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Dolphins. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
And he is into the end zone. The conversion successful, and they grab a 2-point lead. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. On the return is Darden. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Set to go now on 1st and 10. The first carry for the Spartan, Kenneth Walker. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Walker. And he's up past the 35. Got a first down. Putting down at the 37.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. From the pistol, Smith. Sending it downfield for Fant. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
They'll start on the ground. It's 8-10. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. It's the Dolphins with the early lead. And we're back to South Florida after this. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Go ahead.
A shotgun snap for Tua. He's going to look deep for Tyreek. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
And 8 yards to go.
Build that momentum, offense. Defense can't stop. Let's go.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Come on, offense. Come on.
They're going to go. It's Tua. That one caught by Smith. Inside the 10. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 85 yards. Touchdown, Miami. What a luxury to have in an offense, a tight end who can take it down the field like that and take it the distance. Shades of Greg Olsen back in the day.
Well, I appreciate that, Mike, but I think it's clear by now that we all know what's the most impactful position on offense. It's the tight end. And when you have a guy like this who can not only make those difficult catches underneath, but who can get down the field for these big plays, man, you got yourselves a weapon.
Tua gonna give it to Achan, and he'll go down back at the 4-yard line. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. On the return is Darden. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. To throw is Smith. He's going to try it here again. That's caught. And he will dive into the end zone. 80 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
That's hauled in at the 2. And he will not get in. They will come up empty on this try for 2, unable to tie this football game up. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Here's 2. A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
This one complete to his tight end fan. The Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
They'll run with Walker. This defense back up, but stepping up. No gain on the play. It stays at the 3.
So on second down, they try to hammer it in on the ground, Mike, but now on 3rd and goal, I don't think you had any choice but to put this ball in your quarterback's hands and test this defense through the air.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now a pitch to Walker. And he's going nowhere on this one. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it is 4th and goal.
That 3rd down stop, Mike, now changes the entire approach of this offense. You're thinking to yourself, all right, it's 3rd down. Let's run it on up in there. If we don't score, we still have 4th down in our back pocket. But now the defense takes you back for a loss. So what do you do now?
Chance to get the lead before the break. Here we go. 4th down and goal. Gino gonna throw for it. That's gonna be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Jordan Brooks. First and 10. For his own end zone, it's Tua. He'll let one go down the middle. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Throwing again from his own end zone. Again, working deep downfield. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tungo Vailoa. He's going to look downfield once again. He gets free. And he will take this one in. 98 yards. Touchdown, Miami. A huge play there. They go in the air. We only see a few touchdowns of that length all year. They go from backed up to in the end zone for a touchdown.
It is, Mike. In this case, most teams are saying, let's just pick up a 1st down. At the very least, give our punter some room out of the end zone. But not this guy. He's thinking taking it to distance, and that's exactly what he was able to do.
On the return is Darden. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Working out of the gun, Smith. Short pass taken in by the tight end. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. From the gun, it's Gino. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And that is incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it's going to be 3rd down.
Haven't even reached halftime yet, and we see this quarterback just continue to put the ball in harm's way and make bad decisions. He's lucky it didn't add another interception to his stat sheet, and as they approach halftime here, they got to regroup. He's going to have to make the better decisions here in the 2nd half.
And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Smith. He'll get this complete to Walker. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. Here's 1st and 10. Back is Smith. Now he'll run it. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Timeout Seahawks. That is their second as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Smith to throw on 1st down. He's got it inside the 5. And he's into the end zone. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seattle.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half, but everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock, and they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
Smith. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tyrell Dodson. And he's going to be taken down, but it's a quick change situation. He has set his offense up with 1st and goal. The clock showing 5 seconds remaining in this half as the kick's away. Oh, what an unforced error at an untimely moment. Just tied the game, but then the kickoff out of bounds, and the ball comes out to the 40-yard line. Two and out on 1st down. He's going to air this one out, looking for Hill. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. So we hit halftime here in South Florida, and the Dolphins are in the lead. As we head north to Orlando, we're going to join the coach, Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Three points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. Here comes a return from the end zone.
Recovered by the receiving team.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Throwing is Tua. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
He's going to try it here again. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down. Back to throw is Tua. He's got his man. It's Hill. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. To the air again, Tungo Bailoa. 1st down throw there is incomplete.
Let's call it for what it is, Mike. I mean, right now, this team is winning in spite of him. Certainly not because of him. And what's really concerning is that's the most important position on the team. And if they are able to hold on and they do pull this game out, it could wind up being one of the most poor performances we've ever seen in a winning effort that I can recall in a long time.
And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. They'll have a 1st down. It's a gain of 28. Tua to throw again. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing again, it's Tua. That's in the end zone and intercepted. It's the safety, Julian Love. He works free, right side. Still on the move. And he's going to take this back all the way. Touchdown, Seahawks. What a spectacular take back for the score. You can stay in your own end zone and just take the touchback. Better yet, go the other way and get the touchdown.
And just a great heads-up play there, Mike, not only to secure the ball in the end zone, but then to recognize he had an alley. He's able to outrun the rest of those guys, and now he finds himself taking it all the way back for 6.
And that's going to be incomplete, but hold on. There is a flag down. Let's see what we've got. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. Here's a 2nd and 9. In motion, it's Waddle. Here's Tagovailoa. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced, and at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tagovailoa taking a shot downfield for Smith. Julian Love, the former Notre Dame star, with the good coverage, and he's able to knock that one away.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
He's got the hook up there to Waddle. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
And the Dolphins, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Again, it's Tua. He's got this complete. That's Smith. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. They'll run this one straight ahead with Achane. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. This throw right side is caught by Hill. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of play. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. In motion, it's Waddle. A run out of the gun with Achane. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 17-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Tua. And the offense are looking at a 1st and goal. He's taken down at the 2-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead. And the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
He slams it in there, and he is in. Come on, Achane. Touchdown, Miami. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Sanders here for the extra point. It's up and good. And And the Dolphins have taken a 4-point advantage. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. On the return is Darden. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you. They're going to be backed up now to start this drive. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Lockett headed in motion. They'll go play action. And that pressure too great. He's going to be sacked in the end zone. And that is a safety. So first the decision to throw down here backed up near your own goal line. And the defense gets to the quarterback, sacking him, Greg, in the end zone for a safety.
Mike, anytime you're willing to call a pass backed up this deep in your side of the field, you have to trust that your quarterback is going to have the clock in his head to get the ball out of his hand. In this case, he holds on to it too long. The defense is able to get to him in the end zone, and it results in the safety.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now it's Tua. Now a screen set up for H.N. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
They'll drop to throw. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. And it's a gain of 20 on the heels of another big play to begin this drive. On 1st down, here's Tagovailoa to throw. Oh, do you believe it? It's intercepted. It's the safety, Julian Love. And the Seahawks will take over here at their own 12.
And that's just the disastrous outcome on that last pass. I mean, yes, you have to stay aggressive knowing you're trailing here late in the game, but you can't be reckless. Don't try to get it all back in one throw. That final pick, that might just seal the deal for their opponent.
Putting the tight end in motion. Walker. And this is going to be a Seahawks 1st down as he gets up to the 24. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down. Gino to throw. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. That is hard. And he will dive into the end zone. 76 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. His big night continues. His 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks with another big moment. He'll try to add the two-point conversion here. That's out quickly and complete. And he's going to be stopped in the backfield. Taken down back at the 3. Tie game. Still time to break that tie, though, as you see. Maybe run a 2-minute offense. And the kick's in the air. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10. In motion, it's Waddle. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. Again, working deep downfield.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
In motion, it's Waddle. Here's Tua now on 2nd down. He's going to look downfield once again. That ball intercepted. It's the safety, Julian Love.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Here's 1st down. Now Walker. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. They go with Walker. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
A corner who is not only a good tackler, Mike, but a willing tackler can be a huge asset to any defense. So often they get a bad rap. They're considered just pass defenders. They want to run around. But for a guy to be able to come up and force the run and keep this to no gain, man, that makes a big difference on any defense. That's a tough incompletion right there. Feels like that down was their only chance to extend this possession enough to end this game in regulation. I think the smart move here now is you have to punt this ball away. You cannot risk a 4th down failure and give your opponent a short field to get a chance to win it themselves.
Gino gonna throw for it. That's taken in. And he will have the Seahawks 1st down. They find a way to convert on 4th and 10.
I think it's clear, Mike. I think they have their sights set on winning this game in regulation. I don't think overtime is even in the picture. They are trying to be aggressive, continue to move this ball down. Can they find a way to pull this game off here late in the 4th quarter?
Gino now on 1st and 10. Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
Now on 2nd and long. Working out of the gun, Smith. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. That ball intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away, and that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. And you're not going to get away with it at this level.
Now a first down throw for Tua. He's going to dial up another deep ball. That ball intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
This is 1st and 10. Here we go. One final play. And that's going to be incomplete. They took one last chance here in regulation. It does not pan out, and we are headed to overtime.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
4 quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. On the return is Darden. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return.
At their own 36-yard line.
1st and 10 now from the 36. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. Whoa! And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Smith, RPO, and that's Lockett. And he's going to have a first down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Smith to Smith and Jigba. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Mike, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. The easiest down to throw the ball in the NFL is first down. I hate when teams wait till later in the possession to throw the ball. So early first down completion, you're on the plus side of the field. Now you're thinking strike, touchdown, field goal. But either way, I'm coming away with points.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Slot man in motion left. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down. They'll run right. Here's Walker. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. That'll hold them to a gain of 2. They don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll try and run it with Walker. And he's into the end zone. That'll do it. They win it in OT.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Now a first throw here in overtime. He's going to look deep for Tyreek. And he's going to take this one all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Miami. You had a feeling they might do this if they scored. The head coach says, let's end it here. They'll go for 2 and the win. Tua. He'll swing that out wide, and he'll go down, back at the 4. So it's a win here for the visiting Seahawks. They had to work for this one. All even through 4 quarters, able to get the breakthrough in overtime to come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes,